I'd like to turn it over next to our Placer County Sheriff's Lieutenant Josh Barnhart. He will be discussing more on the investigation thus far.
Good evening, everyone. I'm currently assigned to investigations as a lieutenant in our main office in Auburn. And like the sheriff said, the outpouring of support from the community and from law enforcement agencies has just been amazing to watch. And I just want to tell the family again that we're working very hard for you. We've brought the family in, we've shown them what we're doing, and hopefully they have been able to see the extent to which law enforcement and our assistance has gone to this point with the search and rescue effort, with the investigations effort, and all of the agencies involved in this is just amazing. We've had to tell detectives, no, you're done for the day, you need to go home, and they've been stubborn, and they've been staying longer, working on very little sleep. Just 3 points to talk about tonight. We are continuing to collect media from every source, video, especially photos. We've even asked attendees of the party to come in that were willing to bring their phone so that we could use the data from their phones for the investigation. We've been working the extensive amount of tips that have come in, and I urge everyone to continue that effort. Make sure that you're anything that comes up that you think of, please call that tip line. And again, you can remain anonymous if you desire. Our detectives, including the FBI, have been going door to door, collecting data, media as well, video. They've been going to residences, collecting Ring camera video, anything that they can, gas stations. We've been asked, what about cameras at intersections, cameras here? Everything we're taking into consideration at this point, and we're collecting. I'll just end with 12:33 a.m. was the last known time that we have for Kiely. Anything after that, we have not been able to find. And so please, again, we urge, we beg you that if you were there, you know something, please come forward and give us that information so we can continue our investigation past 12:33. Thank you.
Next, you'll be hearing from Nevada County Sergeant Hack. He's been in charge of the search and rescue effort.
I want to thank everybody for being here today. So far in our search and rescue effort, we have over 16 agencies that have worked with us. We have in the field today, again, over 100 volunteers searching. We are utilizing resources from the local, state, and federal level to help us with the search. Equipment-wise, we are searching with motorcycles, 4x4s. We are using aircraft from CHP, from Washoe County, from Placer County, and from the Office of Emergency Services. Since I talked to you yesterday, we have doubled the amount of man hours. Yesterday we were at 1,500 hours, and we are now at about 3,500 hours dedicated by volunteers in the search effort. We have partners from throughout the state who are cooperating with us remotely to assist with our mapping and our search and rescue effort. Our search area has extended as far north as Searville. To the east, we've reached all the way to Verdi. We've gone south of I-80, below Truckee, and we've reached beyond Jackson Meadows Reservoir to the west. It's a very large area, and our searchers have been putting a lot of hours in, and they're dedicated to assisting us in this search effort. That's all I have for you now. Thank you.
Nevada County Sheriff's Captain Sam Brown and Placer County Sheriff's Captain Troy Sander would like to say a few words.
Good evening, and before I get into too much, I really just want to thank our partners with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. Excuse me. Being in unified command has amplified our abilities drastically, and they bring a lot to the table. We also have the Truckee Police Department, CHP, every federal, state. We've even had the Air Force. There's too many people to thank, and too many things that have gone on. This list would go on and on and on. Before I say anything, really, I guess I'm more apologetic that it's a regurgitation of all the things that we've been saying, we've been doing. We're expanding. We're working pretty hard. Our folks are tired. We've had people searching from all sorts of fashions. We had people swimming in the water today, looking, searching. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've never seen a effort as large as this. I don't have as much time on as Sheriff Wu, but have a good solid 10 years in search and rescue. Multiple day searches, all kinds of things, and I've never seen a case like this, and it is really hard to face the family and not really have good answers for you guys. So we're trying our best. Our people are exhausted, they're tired, but they're showing up every day, putting a smile on their face, and really doing the best they can. What I am really appreciative of is the community support and the things that everybody's bringing to the table. We created a mapping system from some of our SAR folks. CalTopo is a huge tool that we use, and it's allowing the citizens in the area and people who are coming from way out of the area as well, because I've talked to people in the parking lot that have come from out of state and different various areas, to be able to provide some of the tracks and things that they're doing within the area, and allows us to create more mapping and show more detail and more information. And that's what we're lacking right now, is more information. And although we can't necessarily direct those sources and provide certain things, it gives us more information and more direction of where to go or where not to go. And those are all really important. And so if you haven't been by the family's trailer in the parking lot, we do have a system set up where you can help collect your tracks as well, and we can overlay those with the tracks that we've done, and that's a huge help. I've been on lots of searches where it's not us that finds somebody. Sometimes it's other people that are out in the community that come across something, and they're able to report it to us and help bring the family something, and hopefully something positive, and we are working extremely hard for that. I know from Sheriff Moon, I've talked to her, she's unable to even speak at the moment due to some laryngitis and things like that, and I told her I'd come up here and talk on her behalf. 100% invested in this, and she wants nothing but the best, and I know if she could come up here and talk, she'd be saying all the same things, probably a little more eloquently than I can. We have support from our district supervisors, our partners and friends, Truckee PD, CHP, everything that you can think of. I've worked with Cal-OES numerous times, and they're putting no stops to the efforts and energies, as well as our CEO who has offered up resources and things like that to help assist with moving on. When I was in the parking lot yesterday, and I know I'm going long, so I apologize, I think it was yesterday, somebody came up and said they were nervous to come and talk to us, and they were uncomfortable. And I looked at them, I said, well why? When I was in the parking lot yesterday, and I know I've worked with Cal-OES numerous times, and they're putting no stops to the efforts and energies, as well as our CEO who has offered up resources and things like that to help assist with moving on. When I was in the parking lot yesterday, and I know I'm going long, so I apologize, I think it was yesterday, somebody came up and said they were nervous to come and talk to us, and they were uncomfortable. And I looked at them, I said, well why? I'm a person, you can come talk to me, and I understand the uniform thing. I have 2 kids, they're young. I'm a wrestling coach down in Grass Valley. I talk to kids all day long. I hang out with kids. I've had kids call me with problems and troubles and struggles outside of the law enforcement realm. I get that media has been pretty harsh on law enforcement. We feel greatly supported in Nevada County, and I know Placer County feels the same. The only thing I would say is I would encourage kids to come up engage us, talk to us. You don't even have to talk about what's going on, but maybe that leads into something you might know, something you feel comfortable about. And just, I would encourage you to share and be forthcoming, because we need information. We're getting to the point where I don't know how to move forward without more information. And the family's been great. We appreciate you guys, and thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Troy Sander, Placer Sheriff, on behalf of Sheriff Wu and Under Sheriff Wright, we feel the pain, we see the faces. Everything you feel as parents, everything you're going through as friends and family, we also feel it with you. We have one mission, we have one team, and we have one cause. And we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going forward. We have a great working relationship with our partners, Truckee PD, CHP, FBI, Nevada County Sheriff's Office. I couldn't ask for a better group of people. We were gonna keep the pedal to the metal. And as I said yesterday to everybody that's out there, if you have to ask yourself the question, should you come forward with some information, you've already answered it. No piece of information is too small. It matters to us, it matters to the family, it matters to the cause. So with that, I close by saying, stay optimistic. Don't let it beat you. You gotta fight through it. We're fighting for you. You gotta stay optimistic. This community is great. Be with this family, have their back. Thank you.
The portion of this meeting to Q&A, and we will direct questions to the appropriate individual to answer.
Ask yourself the question, should you come forward with some information? You've already answered it. No piece of information is too small. It matters to us, it matters to the family, it matters to the cause. So with that, I close by saying, stay optimistic. Don't let it beat you. You gotta fight through it. We're fighting for you. You gotta stay optimistic. This community is great. Be with this family, have their back. Thank you.
We'd like to now open up the portion of this meeting to Q&A, and we will direct questions to the appropriate individual to answer.
Yeah, I'll answer that. The question, just in case, I don't know if it's relating over the other